when I actually cook.
Can you hear me, Grandpa Justin?
Because I'm older than you.
I'm not that. Well, yeah.
I like how you're bragging. I've made pancakes before. Oh, that one's not very good.
Hi guys, welcome back. It is day 2 of Food Week.
Yay.
I didn't even say my name. Hi, welcome back. I'm Drew. Wait, is that hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Drew. And today I have an exciting video with Justin Weber. That he was in a video with me yesterday, and we're doing something for the first time ever. We're calling Food Week. It's not a full 7 days. It's going to be like 4 days worth of videos where we are cooking different foods for the fall. We're going to try and do this quarterly, so this won't be monthly. Justin's getting some coffee in his Today Show mug. I think he's trying to assert dominance because I told him I wanted to steal his mug, and then he's like, I'll use it, and then he gave me this little sexy senior citizen mug. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. You were so wrong. Whatever, I'll be a sexy senior citizen. Even though you kind of look like a senior citizen with the glasses and the hoodie. Okay, so today for day 2 of Fall Food Week, I am really excited for this because this is something that I've been like basically telling Justin I wanted to make with him forever. And what are we making today?
We are making pancakes.
We are making pancakes.
That's why we're in the casual wear. Because
we're making pancakes. Also, I'm just really excited because Justin has made some of the most dope, delicious looking pancakes ever. So we're gonna get right into this video. So what do we start with our pancakes?
All right.
Oh, side note, actually, hold on. We're gonna be making pancakes two ways. Okay, cool, that was important. All right, now we're gonna go. Okay, let's go.
All right, so first off, we're gonna make like the basic pancake.
Nice.
Okay, the basic pancake. You have to have some kind of flour in there, because that's what you're eating is the flour. Mm-hmm. You need to have some kind of sweetener, so either like a sugar or maple syrup, just something, because otherwise it's going to taste like absolutely nothing.
Okay.
And it's not a lot, it's just a little bit.
Sure.
You need some kind of fat, so like an oil, or butter, and then you need a leavener, something that's going to make it puff up. Okay. Otherwise it's just going to be like a crispy cracker.
All right, cool. So this is the flour here?
Yep, so we have a cup of flour. And again, this is like basic in my pan here is kind of
I know, I was like,
a little bit.
Alrighty, and so next it says we need a tablespoon of sugar.
Yeah, and we're going to use date sugar.
Date sugar, because if you're having a pancake date, you could use date sugar.
Yeah, but you can use any kind of sugar, granulated.
Date sugar, date sugar. It's date sugar. Sugar you can take on a date.
Wow, that was not part of the planning.
That was not.
Not at all.
Well, don't talk about the planning. We already blew that up in this video. You can check our video yesterday, which was not great.
Yeah.
Although maybe it was.
Pretty good.
You know what? It was great.
Yeah.
It was a good video.
Yeah. So we got a tablespoon of sugar.
Okay.
We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of baking powder, which I'll talk about the difference of powder and soda in a little bit.
While we're cooking them.
While we're cooking them.
Okay. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah. So like that is basically
a pinch.
Yeah, like a pinch.
Okay.
Like that.
I just want to be honest, and I feel like every time you pour salt in your hand, it's the same amount.
It's not.
Whether it's a teaspoon, an 1/8, okay.
Yeah, remember I cook like 20 times a day.
Okay, fine. And then it says a cup of milk.
Yeah.
And what kind of milk do you have?
So first off, we're just gonna kind of.
I was just like moving it. I was like, let's just move it. And then
you're gonna get like it a little bit, especially the baking powder, to incorporate throughout.
Okay.
So you can use any milk. We're using a soy milk. Okay. Almond milk you can use, but it's a little bit more watery, and there's like 0 protein in it whatsoever. So the protein actually is what's going to help it make it like just a better consistency overall. So a cup of the soy milk, but again you could use dairy. That's fine.
Now I have a question. If somebody has a gluten sensitivity, what could they use instead of flour?
You have to kind of experiment with it. Okay. But Bob's Red Mill it's called a 1-to-1 flour mix. Okay. So you can use it the exact same way that you would with flour. Okay. Which is pretty good, especially for like if you're gonna make like cookies or something like that. Okay. It has a little different consistency. Okay. But if you wanted to try to make your own, all it really is coconut flour, almond flour, and then some kind of like xanthan gum.
Okay. Cool.
Combine it. Okay.
Next we have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil.
Yep, and you could use any kind of like neutral
this
oil.
This oil here?
Yep.
Okay.
So any kind of neutral oil.
I'm doing this. This looks too fun.
Yeah, you don't want to use anything like an olive oil that has a flavor to it. Avocado oil is another one that's going to have a little bit of a flavor. So like canola, vegetable, corn has a flavor.
I want avocado flavored pancakes. That just sounds...
Well, it doesn't taste like
it just sounds a little bit
it's not...
Okay. And then a teaspoon of vanilla.
Yeah, so we're going to use the imitation vanilla.
We're not going to do the vanilla you made. Yesterday, Justin told you in the video how he made his own vanilla. He's that fancy.
Yeah.
So if you want to know how that works, just go in the video.
Yeah. But I save it. Cooks Illustrated actually did like a taste test to see... This is supposed to be like our good video.
Okay, whatever. The 4th one we're gonna knock it out of the park. I just have a lot of...
Great. It'll be like midnight.
I know, it's fine. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they did a taste test between like imitation vanilla and then like the real good vanilla in terms of baked goods, and they could not find any kind of difference between the two. But if you're gonna do like a gelato, an ice cream, like a pudding, something like that, the vanilla, like the imitation versus the real, there is a difference.
Oh, okay.
So since we're making pancakes,
we're making pancakes.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Okay. If you don't want to get your teaspoon messy, you can use
the cap. We talked about this in a previous video. Remember?
Okay. About a teaspoon.
So then this, we just mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, mix it up.
You want it to be a little bit chunky, still, right?
Yeah, you don't want to like whisk it, mix it so much that it's like completely incorporated.
Okay.
It does affect the overall texture of the pancake.
So that is the mixed version. It's actually a little bit speckled, is what I'll say, based off of the fact that we used date sugar for when you're going on a pancake date.
Okay.
I was really excited about that.
So we are using, and I think you can see it all on camera.
Yeah, you actually can.
Okay. So yeah, we're using just an electric griddle. That's really
don't burn yourself. I'm moving your coffee. Oh my gosh. If you get injured before we finish up.
I did. I burned myself a little.
Okay.
So I didn't know that side was hot.
I'm gonna move it like this just a little bit.
See, I touched that. Don't touch that.
I'm fine.
Okay.
My hands can handle it. My hands can take
I like the electric griddle, except whenever I burn myself.
I love electric griddles. Yeah, so you can see it great.
Yeah, because like doing it on a pan, you always have the ridge and
What do you have there?
So I have a stick of, this is Earth Balance, it's vegan butter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can use any butter. You don't want to use a spray on like a non-stick pan because it kind of like clogs up the porous surface.
Oh,
so just
that's
using
actually
like,
good to know. Because I've done that before and I've been like, why is it messed up now? Well, that's why.
That's why. Yeah, you never want to use the spray stuff.
So vegan butter, cool.
But you could, any butter is fine. You could use some kind of other oil.
Alrighty, and then are we just putting down pancakes now?
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm gonna put some down. I'm gonna be bold and like make some pancakes here.
Alright.
That's probably good.
Yeah, that's good.
I've made pancakes before. I'm not completely kitchen. Oh no, that one's not good.
I like how you're bragging. I've made pancakes before. Oh, that one's not very good.
I'm gonna let you do the other two because that was a moment of humility there. I was like, I've made pancakes before, and it's embarrassing. Okay, great.
Okay.
He's like, let me just fix that for you. Okay.
So these will cook for just a couple of minutes on each side. I think my griddle, I usually keep it at about 350 degrees. So pancakes. These could be like watered down a little bit more.
Yeah.
But usually you know they're finished on one side, like the very first side,
the bubbles?
when you start seeing all the little bubbles.
See, I knew that because I have made pancakes at least once before in my life.
Yeah.
Maybe not well. So we'll let these cook. So there was something you said you were going to talk to us about.
Oh, yeah. So I need my coffee that you stole.
I moved it for your safety. And maybe I was going to take the mug, so whatever.
So, baking soda, there we go. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Baking powder.
Oh, no, the sodium comes in.
Oh, okay.
So the baking powder versus baking soda, you'll see some recipes that'll call for one or the other, or sometimes even both. But the reason, so baking powder, it'll even say like double acting on it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter the brand, because it has 2 different kinds of leaveners inside of it.
Okay.
One of them is baking soda. Yeah.
Okay.
One of them is baking soda. So these are probably done on one side. Tested. So one of them, that's pretty good.
Okay.
One of them is baking soda that reacts to acid, so like a buttermilk, some kind of like lemon juice, anything like that. And that's what's gonna.
It's getting away from me. It's getting away from me. It's fine.
That's what's gonna make whatever it is to puff up, so like a cake or a pancake.
Too much responsibility. Alright, it's fine.
But then it also has a second, so aluminum sulfate. Here's the other one. That was a nice smile that you just did. Were you trying to get hair out of your face? Leavener reacts to heat. So sometimes a recipe will call for both.
Okay.
The baking soda that you add actually neutralizes whatever acid's in it.
Oh.
So you're going to use both if you're doing like a buttermilk pancake, which we're going to do next. So it's just like a tiny, tiny little bit of baking soda,
okay,
which neutralizes the acid.
Okay.
So that way the baking powder can actually do the work of leavening it.
I'm going to rewatch this video to actually understand what you just talked about, because I got lost somewhere in the middle of that.
Okay. It's nice, like, because those are parts of the recipes you're like, why do you do both? Well, I'm just going to skip it.
Right.
And then you're like, why does my buttermilk pancake taste like acid?
Right.
Well, that's why. Okay. It does have that like bitterness to it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So you need the baking soda in it.
Okay, so how are these looking?
Those look pretty good. We could probably...
They seem a little gooey still.
Yeah.
Should I flip them again or no?
I'm going to turn up my griddle.
Turn up the heat.
Yeah. While these are cooking, we can do a second row of them. So again, you're just kind of putting it onto the area that you're going to cook.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it all over.
Right, and that's a mistake that I've always made, where I'm just like, let's go crazy and put it everywhere, and then it's like,
and then you get like, it starts smoking and burning, and it's just never good.
You made these ones smaller.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and I think that the batter here, we could have thinned out a little bit more.
Okay, what would we have used to thin it out?
Just a little bit more of the, like the milk.
Yeah. No. No. God. That's bad. It just goes,
Well, I've made pancakes before.
I have! I didn't say recently, but...
or well.
In my... You're right. I did not say how well I made pancakes, but I did make pancakes. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Ah, you're doing a good job.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're also going to completely scrape this out because I want to reuse
this bowl. Yes. Okay.
So that's the benefit of eating more plant-based food.
Yeah. Is
that you don't really have to worry about like a lot of those like cross-contamination.
Right, because there's no eggs or milk in there. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So there we go. All right. So these are better. So again, these are like, the purpose of these pancakes is not to be like awesome.
Right.
The purpose of these was just to show like this is the very basic element of a pancake.
Right. Okay.
And you can like mess with it. You can add things to it. But we can try one of these now.
Okay.
If you want.
All right, guys. We're gonna try the basic pancake.
The basic pancake.
I want this one. This one's the best looking one.
Yeah, that one's pretty good looking.
I probably should have saved that for photos.
Yeah, let's save that.
Okay.
We can cut this one in half.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm not very with my life. I'm like, this one looks too. All right, are we putting anything on this?
Yeah, so let's put a little bit of maple syrup.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little bit of this. It's the Earth Balanced butter.
Okay.
So vegan butter.
Okay.
So a little bit, just for flavor.
Yeah.
And then the maple syrup is over there.
Okay. I think probably just a tiny bit or more.
Yeah, just do a little. So you want it like just for the flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
So unless you're Brad Weber likes to drown his pancakes.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I am maybe Brad Weber, I don't know. Now I have some questions. All right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I mean it tastes like a pancake.
It tastes just like a pancake.
Yeah. So that was kind of the point.
Yeah. Okay. It tastes just like a pancake.
Yeah, you eat it and you're like, oh, that's a pancake.
It's a pancake.
Yeah.
Cool.
So with our next recipe, we're going to be adding in some more things. But with this, for your basic pancakes, so you see just like, it's what a pancake needs in order to work.
Right.
But you can add in buttermilk.
Mm-hmm.
So you could take what we did is I took soy milk and then you add in just a little bit of apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
So about a tablespoon to a cup.
Yeah.
You let it sit. It is going to like chunk up and look kind of nasty.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
So that's what buttermilk is, because it helps to like congeal the fat within inside of it.
Okay.
So you could do that to make it a little more exciting. You could add in like cinnamon to make it more exciting. Bump up the vanilla.
Okay.
But really, a pancake is just...
It's just a pancake, yeah.
Yeah,
but you just showed us a way to make a healthy pancake.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. So now these are going to be finished cooking, and while those finish, we're going to make now our more exciting carrot cake pancake.
We are making carrot cake pancakes, which I'm really pumped about. I remember when I first saw the photo of these, I was like, we need to make that one day.
Yeah.
I finally talked them into doing it.
Yeah.
So,
So this is another one. You can do like some prep. So if you know the day ahead of time that you are going to make carrot cake pancakes in the morning, you can shred the pancakes. Or shred the pancakes. I always screw something up, don't I? You could shred the carrot.
Not as much as me, so.
You could shred the carrot, bag it, leave it in the fridge.
Yep.
So that way you're just ready to go in the morning when you can like groggily wake up and start cranking out the pancakes.
So for this one, it says we need a cup of whole wheat flour, which I have right here. So I'm going to start mixing that out.
Yeah. So what do you notice? We'll keep the banter going. What do you notice about that whole wheat flour?
The color, it doesn't look bleached.
Yeah, it's also a very white.
Yeah.
So it's a company called Montana Wheat.
Okay.
And they have a couple of different kinds. So like Prairie Gold, Bronze Chief, there's some more of them. But they have a certain strain of wheat that actually is white by nature. So it's not bleached out. So that way if like that dark color is what freaks you out, you can use the Montana Wheat.
I see.
And
2 teaspoons of baking powder, which we just talked about. So I'll put those in there too. Look at me. I'm just moving things along. I did this in the last video too. I just started taking over and like mixing stuff and making food. I was so proud of myself until like the lid flew off of the food processor and everything just went downhill from there. And then it says half a teaspoon of baking soda. So you have the 1/4 teaspoon, so I'll just use 2 of those. And this is where you said this is going to cut the acid flavor.
Yeah, it actually like neutralizes the acid in the buttermilk. Okay. So that way it doesn't have that acidic.
Right, because now, is that more of the fact just because you mixed yours with apple cider vinegar? Or is that
no, even if buttermilk itself is going to have some. And if you don't have apple cider vinegar, lemon juice works just fine. It says
3/4 teaspoons of cinnamon, and we have the Vietnamese cinnamon.
3/4, yes.
What? What did you think I said?
I don't even know what.
I'm going to do a partial teaspoon, not tablespoon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Putting that in there. You can definitely smell the very cinnamony flavor. Yeah, drink some more coffee. Just drink some coffee there. Some more. All right, it says nutmeg.
Yeah.
Which I see here. Oh, I know what we're going to do. Oh my gosh. Can I do it?
Yeah.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh, you guys. So he has actual like nutmeg right here. And we're going to probably just scrape it. It says a 1/4 teaspoon. So if I'm doing it like this, how will I know when I'm at a 1/4? Like how many scrapes?
It's gonna.
Do you want to hold the bowl up so we can show them?
Yeah, it's exciting. Just don't hit your nail.
Oh, I know, that's scary.
Yeah.
I should know. I'm so nervous now. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking.
So that's pretty good.
Okay.
So real nutmeg, like from the actual whole nut itself, is a little bit more potent, and you can actually even smell it.
Okay. Okay, that's enough.
All right. Yeah, that's a lot of nutmeg.
Okay, cool.
But it's exciting.
Okay, it's exciting. Okay. And then it says a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger.
Yep. So ginger. So this is what's going to make it that like carrot cake flavor.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie-esque as well.
I like it. Okay.
Yep.
Put that in there. And then it says 2 tablespoons of sugar. Are we using the date sugar? Ah! Okay. Where is it?
Yeah, it's in the bag.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I love this so much, but I have to buy date sugar just for the fact that it's called date sugar.
Yeah. I like this, like, you doing the cooking.
I'm actually having a lot of fun. I don't know why, but I'm having really a lot of fun.
I think it's the casual clothes.
Yeah. I have fun every day.
Yeah.
But you're having more fun.
It's true.
You're being more chill.
I have to just
you're relaxing. You're being cool, Justin, today. Grandpa Justin.
Grandpa just the glasses.
Grandpa Justin. All right, and then 1 cup of the buttermilk. We have to mix it first, right?
Yep. So
oh my gosh, look at
you. Wow, you.
Your little protege.
Pretty. Like if you start getting into food photography, I'm done.
I know. Okay. It's over.
I won't know what I'm gonna do anymore.
You're like, well, that's it.
Guess I'm off Instagram.
I'm just dumped. Okay, pancake mixture.
Yeah.
All over me. All right, next thing is to mix in the cup of the buttermilk, which we made from soy milk and apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, see how it's chunked?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh. Golly, that was kind of creepy. I was like, he said chunky, and I was kind of like, okay. I thought it maybe like just be like a little bubbly, and I was like, no, there's actual chunks. Okay, interesting.
We didn't mix it in that cup ahead of time.
Yeah, and then it says a teaspoon of vanilla.
Yep.
And then the carrots that are finely grated. Okay, so are we mixing the carrots into this then?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Yep. So you want to do like all of your wet and dry ingredients, and then do the carrots last.
So now it's a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to use the cap like you always say to do. You just
I don't like to waste my teaspoon on vanilla.
a little extra.
You know.
There. Making a little extra vanilla extract.
Yeah. Did we add in?
I already added in everything else.
Okay.
So now it's just the carrots.
Oh, we need oil.
You didn't put that on your
No,
recipe.
I didn't. So we're gonna do a tablespoon of oil.
I let you relax.
Yeah, I know.
One video.
Too much. So a tablespoon of oil.
I know, this is why you have to do the cooking, so you're
Yeah.
like, whatever. Okay, so put oil in here, guys.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't.
Justin's like, we didn't do this, and I'm like, I read the recipe, sir, which is right next to me. Okay, so now do we put in the carrot mixture? All right, so right here we have a mixture of carrots,
Probably
which
don't want the
are finely
full-
grated. Yeah, make
full
sure.
carrot.
And it is how much of this?
So that was about
4 carrots,
4
right?
carrots
Okay.
worth.
Putting this into
So
here.
it's gonna be about like a
Very,
cup and a half.
like, honestly, this part makes me a little bit nervous that there's so much carrot in here, because
Yeah.
you know how, like, I'm still like, ooh, veggies are kind of,
Well, and this is like one of those fun ways to
Yeah.
eat more vegetables.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, it's a pancake. Oh wait, it's a carrot pancake.
But like with real carrots. That's the part about this, I'm like, okay, this is real carrots in the pancake. And so now after that is mixed, we just cook them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am gonna add in just a little bit more milk.
Okay.
So, because that's a little.
Yeah, because last time, so when the first one we made, we felt like we're a little bit too thick. So this one's gonna.
Yeah. Well, and part of it is.
It's probably enough.
Yeah. Part of it. Ooh, sassy Drew in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
Probably enough.
You let me take lead on one
Yeah, I
recipe,
know.
and now I just feel like I'm the food authority over
Yeah.
here. Wow.
So-
It's okay. You can watch me put a pancake on there. That's what you get because you made fun of me for the way that I make pancakes.
Yeah, so with the flour and with all of that baking,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it does come down to how does it look. You get used to how things should look and behave.
I see.
Because flour, depending on what season it's in even,
Okay.
is going to change how much liquid it requires to
Sure.
be a recipe.
Right.
So like right now, since it's coming into fall and winter, my flour I've noticed lately is really dry.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, it does actually make sense though, but it's funny because it's just something that,
You don't
like,
think
you don't
about
really think about until you get more into actual,
Yeah.
like, cooking. But honestly, like, not that it's the same, but that's kind of how I am when it comes to, like, skincare. It's like, I just notice things more, like, about how your skin changes in the different seasons and, like, on a certain weather day, even if I'm traveling somewhere, I'll notice, like, okay, my skin is, like, doing this thing, it doesn't usually do this thing. First of all, are you impressed by this at all?
Those are pretty good.
Okay, I will let you do the last 3 so you can make them right. But I wanted to show you that I have made pancakes
Yeah.
before. Didn't say I made them well, I just said I made them. People ate them though.
Yeah. So one way to make sure that your like flour use is consistent
Okay.
is to use a food scale,
Okay,
because you're basing it off of the weight.
okay,
You're not necessarily basing it off of like it's 1 cup of something.
sure.
So by doing weight, it helps to ensure, like that's what a bakery does. They always
Okay.
do it by weight, and it's for that reason.
Ah, okay.
So it's the same every single time you make
Sure. Okay.
it. Okay.
Cool.
So these are cooking up. So you could top these with lots of things. I
Okay.
found. So one is just butter, maple syrup. That's
Okay.
good. Powdered sugar. That's real good on there.
That's really good.
Yeah. I have made. It was out of like cashew. It was out of almonds. That's what it was. But that
Okay.
would kill you. A like cream cheese out of blanched almonds.
Oh, okay.
So that was good. So yeah. These do take a little bit longer to cook.
Yeah.
Just because it has. Now, the reason that you want to shred the carrots really, really fine is because we're not cooking them ahead of time.
Oh, right.
And like a carrot cake usually cooks for like 35, 45 minutes.
Okay.
So with a pancake, you don't want to have like chunks of carrot.
Right.
So I used a microplane,
Okay.
which is wicked sharp.
Right.
It's like a whole bunch of razors,
It looks
basically.
like that would destroy my
Oh yeah,
nails,
no,
so.
I've cut my fingers many, many times on that thing.
So you're like, here. I think you feel like this one might be done.
Yeah.
Okay. Or not. I'm done trying to flip pancakes. Like, this is not my life. What was I just gonna ask you
I don't know.
about the pancakes? So with these ones, so with normal pancakes, you would see that they're bubbling up. These ones aren't doing that as much because of all the carrot in there. So
Yeah.
how do you know that these are done other than just kind of like watching them and just turning them?
Yeah, that's kind of what you gotta do. So anytime you're adding in a lot of different ingredients or it's a really, really heavy dough.
Right.
You just kind of look and like to see like with these along the edge.
It's bubbling a little bit, right.
Yep, along the edge it's bubbling, and then along the edge you see it's starting to brown up a bit.
Okay.
So I know that it's like done-ish.
Okay.
Yep. And then one way to check to see if like the middle is done is just to kind of pat it gently. Okay. You don't want to like squish it down because then
See, that's something that I've made a mistake of in the past when I made pancakes that one time in my life, is I was like, smash it, and then I was like, oh, they're kind of flat now and boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So with these, you do have to cook them at a little bit lower heat, and they do take a little bit longer. So the other ones were about like 3 minutes per side.
Okay.
These ones are going to be like 5 minutes per side.
Got it, okay.
Alright, so one way to test to see if your pancakes are cooked all the way through, instead of like squashing them down and flattening out all that nice air, is to just take your spatula or turner, put it on top, and just kind of wiggle it.
Okay.
And you can see, like, if it's not cooked, you'll see that it is like really, really wiggly.
Okay.
And if it's cooked all the way,
oh, nice.
Yeah, not so much.
Cool.
So let's
try
this
one. Alright, and then
Okay.
I'll have this here so we can put the other ones next to it.
Yeah. So these are going to be a little bit more dense and heavy, just because it has...
But that's going to be more filling too.
Yeah,
they actually smell really amazing. Like, I was nervous about how much carrot was in there, but I really like the way that it smells.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is when we do our little decorative arts to it.
So we're going to put in a little bit of butter. So we're using
like
the Earth Balance vegan butter.
On the top there. And then a little maple syrup.
Sure.
Okay. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, again, you could top it like whipped cream.
I've been wanting to try this forever because I'm such like a ooh about veggies that this just looked like, you made it look so visually pleasing, and so I was like, okay. And then we have a little powdered sugar here.
Yeah.
We'll put a little bit of that on there.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
that looks nice.
Okay, so
all right.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
So we'll see. I think these could have cooked a little bit longer.
Well, it's okay. There's nothing wrong in them. That's
yeah.
like that would be bad for us.
Yeah, good flavor. They do need to cook a little bit longer.
They need to cook a little bit longer, but the flavor is there.
Yeah.
For me, believe it or not, I don't feel like they are very sweet. I feel like they could be a little bit sweeter. But for as much carrots in this,
yeah,
I don't dislike it.
Yeah. Well, and like the sweetness too, you are going to be putting more stuff on top of it.
Sure.
So, unless if you're eating it plain, sure, add more sugar in there, or use like regular granulated, which is going to have like a more sugary flavor than the cane sugar.
Okay. I like it though.
Yeah.
Well done. High five, man. Okay. So, that's all we have for you guys today. But if you want to see more photos of me, you can check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, and on Twitter at Justlikedrew, spelled the same way as down below. You can check out Justin on Instagram at
Getting Healthy _on_good food.
And that's where you'll see him post his gorgeous food pics and a lot of recipes and information on how you can eat healthy and be happy. But if you want to be a part of the Just Like Drew crew and you're not already, click the red subscribe button down below this video and join our forever family, because we are literally the best crew around, because anybody and everybody can be in our crew. I love you guys so stinking much, and if you like this video and you want to see more from me, you know what to do. Just Like Drew. Have an amazing day, have an amazing week, have an amazing life, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of Food Week. All right, talk to you. Love you. Bye. Guys, we're now going to start. I can't do it.
All right, so we're gonna.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, this is like
Grandpa.
Well, when I actually.
Grandpa Justin.
When I actually cook.
Can you hear me, Grandpa Justin?
Because I'm older than you.
I'm not that. Well, yeah, actually.
Yeah, I am.
I was like, not that much. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
a little bit.
Couple, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
37 or 38?
36.
You're 36?
Yeah.
You're not that much older than me. That's 4 years. That's just one high school graduation. I was like coming up in high school as you were getting out of there.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I should grab one of Jonah's stuffed animals.
No. No. Are you ready now?
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
You sure?
Yeah.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.